Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to another session of AMPKSA Web Talk series. Jazakallah khair, everyone whoever has been contributing to this very noble effort. I'll take you through some of the main. It will give you a kind of structural information about AMP. We cannot, because the talk is not on AMP. In fact, the talk is on some other topic. So it will be very brief intro of AMP. So AMP actually was formed back in 2008, 2009 with a vision of giving platform to Indian Muslim professionals who can come on this stage and contribute to the society and to the community and to the nation as a whole. The key areas where we work is employment, education, and empowerment. This has been our key vision. These are some of the statistics which we have related to some of our main key areas of work, and these are some of the main projects. So, school development programs which cover skill development lectures, school connections. So these are some of the statistics related to that. 2,800 skill development lectures we have done, which has benefited more than 800 schools and 281,000 students. Then the other project is ESE Employment Assistance Cell, which has job fairs, job drives, and employability trainings. These all things, we have done 360 job fairs, which has placed to 21,000 candidates in various smaller and bigger organizations. We have another project which is scholarship and the self-employment project, which has so far we have been able to help 800 plus cases. And we have AMP Resource Center as a project which has career counseling, counselors across various professions, and a lot of people have benefited from this. And we also have awards and partnerships. Please go to the next slide. Next slide, please. Yes, these are some of the new initiatives of AMP, which has go back one slide. Yes, so there are three groundbreaking, path-breaking initiatives from AMP. One of them is India's first crowdfunding platform of Muslims related to zakat, which is indiazakat.com. We have been able to do large number of cases. We have been successfully closing on this. This is for zakat as well as non-zakat as well. Go back one slide, please. We're talking about India zakat now. Yes. So this is one key initiatives from AMP, indiazakat.com, which connects the zakat giver to zakat taker, beneficiary to the benefactors. And another very important and recent initiative is the indiamentors.com, which tries to, because we see that there is a lack of mentors available within community, because usually our families do not have role models. Our students are not connected to the people from within industries, and so when they are study, they are kind of in a dark. They don't know what is the requirement of current requirement of the industry, current requirement of the corporate world. That definitely needs some, at least if not in-depth knowledge, but at least some superficial knowledge, some mentoring, some role model, which we are lacking. To fill that gap, we have the indiamentors.com, which tries to connect Indian professionals with the people who need guidance. And there are complete modus operandi on this, which you can go and see on the indiamentors.com. And this is still in kind of developing phase, but we our focus is, with this tool we will be able to help a lot of people, a lot of young professionals and undergraduate students, and inshallah in future school students, and so that we can mold them as per the industry requirement, and we can focus on the skill enhancement which is more required. And the last initiative is Empower Jobs, which is a free job portal for job seekers. And we give a lot of other benefits as well, like CV review, CV writing services with this at very nominal cost, and some of the reviews are free as well. So these are top three recent initiatives which I think is a product of lockdown and digitalization effort we have been able to deliver. So in a nutshell, we are working on empowerment, education and employability, which are, I think, core areas of work. So we request everyone, whoever is participating, to come forward and work with AMP India, and those who are in KSA, we request them to come forward and work with the KSA team. We have chapters in 3 regions, and we have responsible people, and we have different projects where, and it depends upon what kind of area you are interested in, and we will be able to, you will be, because of the sheer number of projects we have, there are more than 20 projects, bigger projects, and then those are divided into sub smaller projects. So based on your key skills, your area of interest, we will be able to find a project which will suit you, and you can contribute to us, to not only, I mean, to as an AMP as an organization, but to the community and as a nation, which Indian Muslim are a big part of. The population is a big part of it. So that definitely contributes to the progress of nation. So this is AMP, and Jazakallah khair for listening to me. And inshallah, I hope that this session remains fruitful. And if there is any question, inshallah, at the end we will take. Jazakallah khair, and Jamal bhai, over to you.
Jazakallah khair, Habib bhai, for your time and effort to introduce AMP to all of our members who joined today's session. And I would advise to everyone, please visit our website www.ampindia.org to know more about AMP. And if you like it, please join this for the social cause. Jazakallah khair. Okay, so now we are moving towards our actual session, which is scheduled for AWS. So just I wanted to give you the brief introduction, what we have covered so far and what we are going to cover in today's session. So in our previous session, Mr. Tanweer, he has covered introduction about AMP, and he has shown that how it works. Basically, he configured some Windows and Linux machine. Now further we are going to install some softwares like Java, Apache Tomcat, and other stuff, and we'll show that how identity management is working for this. And further to this, this session, it will be interactive and it will be a practical session, and we will take all your questions in our Q&A session that will be conducted post session 15 minutes. So this is our structure to go to flow the session. So
Assalamu alaikum all. In today's session, AWS session, in earlier session, Brother Tanveer has covered almost all the all the part of the introduction, like how AWS work, what is the cloud system, and he shown how how we can create the EC2 instance, and how we can create the Linux machine, and how we can create the Windows machine. So in today's session, I will show how we can deploy the application in EC2 instance, and how we can set up the environment like Apache Tomcat server and MySQL server. So for today's session, I have already created the machine. Is all the people are able to see my screen? Okay. Okay. So I have already created the instance, and I have logged in, and the people can see the instance is also in running mode. This instance I have created, and the security group also I have already created, and key pair is already created. So I have logged in. So from here, I will press Control P. It will open in the putty. This is I have logged in the first time, so I'm getting that to take the update of the Linux package. this instance we have created and we have selected the AWS operating system. So I will run the command sudo ym update. So it will take the update package of the Linux which is available. Once this package will be updated, so after that we'll go to install the Java, because Tomcat, when we have to run the Tomcat, it's run on the top of the JVM. So the first thing is we need the Java, this version, because the application which I have I mean which I will deploy, that will run on the Java 1.8. If I will not select this Java version, so in that case it will install the default version. I mean in the default version of Java, that will be 11 or the latest release which is available in the Linux package. So that will create the issue when once I will deploy my application. So in this case, I will install the Java specific to my application. So I'll press enter. Now it will ask the confirmation. So I will press yes. That to send the command in a chat group. So I have put the message. Okay, now the Java is installed. So I will check with the Java command whether it's working or not. Okay, so I see here the Java is installed and with the version which was I was specified. So here Java is installed. So now I will go to I will go to set up the Tomcat. So I will go to the website. In Windows we can either we have the two options. Either once we can take the setup file and do the setup. The another option is we can take the extract, the zip file, anything. So and after that we can extract and we can configure our port. That is the another option. So we'll see from the extract in the Linux. So I have gone to this Apache website, and I will find out this Tomcat folder. Okay, and here I will choose this server specific version on which the application is created. So here I got this 8.5 version specific to my application. Now I will go here and I will see this yes this Apache Tomcat. This is the Tomcat GZ file. This is same like in Windows we have the zip file. So I will copy the link address, and here we have the two options. Either we can download in the local and do the SFTP. The another option is we can directly download it from the internet. So what I will do, I will put wget command. And one more thing, this Tomcat server I will deploy with my named user, which was the default user. This is EC2 user. I will not use the root sudo command to get installed from the root access. So because sometime this depends on the use case. Suppose in if we are we are using for the learning purpose, we are not setting up the production environment. So in that case we can do this way, because we can play with our application, we can do setup, we can run the command, we can see how it's working. in this case, I'm not going to do the setup with this Tomcat server to, I mean, from the root access. So what I will do, I will copy this. The first thing I have to check what is the current directory. Okay, so I will download. Sorry, this command in the chat box. Okay, now I will go here and I will refresh it. Okay. Now I saw this GZ file is downloaded from the internet. So I now the next step is to this extract this file. So to extract this file, I will use the tar command ZVF, and I will put this file name. Okay. Now I can see this GZ file is extracted, and I can see all the files that required by the Tomcat here. Let me put this command in the chat box so that it can be access to. I mean, anyone can get this command and they can copy and they can try if they want for the. I mean, for the future. Okay, we can see this Tomcat server is installed, and now I will check this configuration. That I mean, what is the you can say this is simple. The thing is simple. The normal, if you would download this Tomcat in your Windows, and so by default it will have the 8080 port. So what I will do, this Tomcat is I mean copied. So now I will go this directory. I will be to work faster. I'm using both WinSCP and Putty, so that the thing I mean the URL get copied and it may not delete. So I will go here. I will search this, and after that, because this Tomcat I have downloaded without the root access, so easily I can run this command to start the Tomcat. I will run the startup.sh, this shell script to start the Tomcat server. Okay, I can see this message Tomcat started. So what I will do, I will go here and I will copy this IP and put the port 8080. Sorry. Oh, okay. Now we can see our Tomcat server is started. You can see this is the default page of the Tomcat on the port 8080. Here you can see server status, manager app, host manager. So to deploy our application, we have the three options. Okay. Yeah, you can see here I have accessed this Tomcat server. This is my local machine, and the Tomcat is installed here. I mean, in a remote machine, in a Linux machine, and this is my local machine. I have accessed this. Okay, so for this reason, this public there is in EC2 instance they have a here we have the two things. One is public IP, one is the private IP. So this is a common. Private IP is the local. I mean, this is only for the local scope. But if anyone wants to access this from the outside of this PC, I mean, to remote access. So for that we use the public IP address, or we can also use this host name, or I mean whatever the host name defined is as an EC2 EC2 instance by the AWS. Reason I will use this public IP and port, and that purpose also, I mean, to access this Tomcat server to the remote, that required this the firewall access for the port to access this outside the world. To access this Tomcat to outside, we need we need to use this enable the port outside, I mean, as a firewall inbound rule. So I have already done this custom, I mean, this 8080 port to the outside. So it will accept the 8080 port from the outside, I mean, from the remote, I mean, from my local PC. It will accept the port 8080. So this is how, I mean, I have accessed the Tomcat here in my local PC, and I have installed in the EC2 instance. So if now I will the next thing is I have to deploy my application. Okay, so for that reason I have to visit this manager app. Okay, so here what I see, this access is denied because you see you are not authorized, the message, you are not authorized to view this page by default, only accessible from the browser running on the same machine as in Tomcat. Okay, so what it says, this manager application will be deployed, I mean, will get access only from the same machine. It will not have this application will not have access to the outside. And other thing is it needs the users and role. Okay, so we will see here. I will go here in the web app. I will go this because this is the manager application from where we can deploy our application. So here I will do I will go the manager, and I will go to this context.xml, which is already I mean, which is already seen. It can be seen already in the web page, I mean, in the error message. Now I will see, I can see here allow is equal to this value, this tag. This means that yeah, this can be accessed only in the local host, I mean, in the local machine only it can be accessible. It will not accessible to outside the world. So for now I will comment out to not check this rule. Okay, and next thing is I have to set up the user, I mean, I have to add the users and role also to access this manager API. So here I will go and I will find out Tomcat user XML. uh, Here I can see this already there, uh, but what I will do, I have already prepared this. So I will copy it from here, and I will paste below that. Okay, now I will go again. I will refresh the page. Oh, okay. Now I can see it's asking for the credential, whichever I have provided in the Tomcat user.xml. I can use this credential. So I have used the admin credential. So I have write it down and I have signed in. Okay, now I can see here there is a lot of application is there. This example, host manager, others. So what I will do, I will try to see this example. Okay, this is by default there in. I mean, this was provided by this Apache Tomcat. Okay, okay. Now I will deploy my application, which I have the war file. Okay, so you can see here we have the two options. Either we can deploy it from this local directory. I mean that is in the server EC2 instance. I have already. I mean if you have already copied the war file there, you can deploy it from there. If also you can deploy from the remote machine. I mean from your local PC to EC instance. That also you can do. But if you do this from the local PC, it will it will it will take the lot of time. Okay, so what I will do, I will I will I will take I will deploy it from the local. I mean from the I mean from this EC2 instance, because I have already copied. It will not take much of time to deploy this application. The other way also is we can copy from. I mean this we can copy from copy this in a web app, and we can restart the Tomcat application, the Tomcat server, so it will automatically get deployed. Okay, so I have already uh, this file is copied. So actually the one thing is, this war file is basically this is the web application file. I mean this can be deployed in a web server, and this is the Java based. I mean this application is the Java. If you create the web application using the Java, so you will have to export the application as a war file. There is a deployment file. This can be deployed in suppose if you are doing any development. Okay, so the next thing any organization, we need to deploy it from, I mean from your local PC or from your local dev server to further environment, to take to go into the testing, and after that it will go to the live, that is in production. So in this case, we I'm trying to show the Java application. So here we have the war file. So this is about the war file. I mean you can this is a Java web application. In the Java web application, you can create the application in the normal web application like a servlet in JSP, or you can create the application in JSF application, or you can create this Spring and Hibernate application. So in my application, I have used the Spring and Hibernate. So I will try to deploy, and I will try to run this application. So I will see this see this location. I will copy, and this context path is same as the, I mean this path will be used to access my application. Like here, IP, this is public IP port, Tomcat port, slash, this is the manager is the application. Instead of manager, I will use this root context to access this application. Okay, so I have filled this context path, and I have entered the UR, I mean the location from where the war file is located. Okay, so now I will click on deploy. So I can see this application is got deployed. Okay. If I can, I mean, if I will use this application, it will not, because there will be a lot of error, because I have not said, I have not done any setup of MySQL, because it needs the database also. So I will do that. So before that, the first thing is we can see, I mean, what is the log here in the Tomcat, Apache Tomcat server. I can see this log and this Catalina log. Okay. Now, the next thing is, as we can see, I mean, how application, I mean, how we can set up the Java, and how we can set up, how we can do the setup of Apache Tomcat, how we can start the server, and how we can deploy the application. Our, I mean, in here we can see in the deployment manager, we can this application is got deployed. Here we can start the application. The application was already started, so I have stopped the application. Okay. Now there was also other option. The other option is undeploy also. Before that, just I want to know that uh, here in web app, if I will refresh it, so I can see this application. This is the war file application, and here I can see this application has got this war file got extracted, and here I can see this war file, because I was deployed it from the UI, and I was taking the war file already located in my this EC2 instance. Okay, so what I will do, I will undeploy this application. Okay, I can see this application is gone. Okay, and I will refresh. I see this application is also, I mean, this H1 folder is also deleted. Okay. Now, what is the another way? Another way, we can deploy the war file from here. This is already I have copied the war file. So what I will do, I will copy this. I will go to this location, and I will copy this war file into the web app directory of the Tomcat. Hmm, okay. I will go here in the back. Okay. Now, okay. I will go in this folder, war file. Let me, okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I can see my war file. Okay. I will copy this war file into the web app directory of the Apache Tomcat. Okay. I will copy this location, this web app location. Okay. If I will refresh, so I see H1 downloaded. Okay. Now I will try if from the refresh. Yeah. So I can see this. I can stop, and after that I can start this application. Okay, this is the overall of the Apache Tomcat server. Now we will go for this MySQL Server installation. So I have written down the steps of the MySQL installation. Okay. The first, I will go get out of the site directory. Okay. Yeah. Now I will copy this. It will get. It will download this MySQL community release from the internet. Okay. Now it's downloaded. The next thing is to install the local installation of this MySQL community server. Okay. Mm, the next thing is this installation from the Linux package of the MySQL community server. Okay, so it asks for the confirmation and it shows the total size of this installation. Okay, so I will type Y, and again it asks for the confirmation. So I will enter the Y. Now it is installing. Okay, we can see this installation is done, and this MySQL community, I mean, normally in the Windows, if you see, it will ask for the port and a lot of customization, a lot of configuration, like the setting of the password, root user password. So here we can see it's not asked. I mean, this haven't asked anything about this customization of the port or any user configuration. So anyhow, if this MySQL is installed, I will check whether MySQL is installed or not. If I'll see this, I can see some error log because uh, connect to local. Oh, okay. This means that I haven't started the MySQL services. So what I will do, I will first start that MySQL service. Okay. Okay. I mean, this syntax is not correct. Oh, okay. Because that was the syntax issue. MySQL is installed. Okay, and I can see it's asking for the password because I don't have any password. So in this case, in this setup, it not ask for the password. So what I will do, I will cancel this process and I will see the temporary password. These steps I have already noted. This is from this mysql id.log file. I will search from the grep command temporary password. This will be the temporary password that is generated at the time of installation. So
I will put this, and now this, I can see the temporary password is this. So I will copy this and I will enter when I will access from the MySQL, the MySQL. I have already copied this password, the temporary password. So I have pasted. I can see MySQL is MySQL is accessible. Okay. Here I can see I can run the command like show databases. Okay. Okay. Now, what is I mean, it's telling that you must reset your password. So what I will do, I will reset this password, and from where I can see here. I will write this command and I will set my password. Okay. So in this case, I will put my password as demo at the rate 123. Okay. I can see this password is set. I mean, the password is changed. This is the easy step. Only we have to write this set password command. Okay. Now I will get out of from the MySQL and I will try to log in again with the new password which I have set. Okay. Now I can see this. I can access this MySQL. Okay. Now the next step is to restart our application. I mean, restart of the Tomcat server. So I will quit this MySQL and I will go to this Apache Tomcat directory, this bin directory, to stop the Tomcat server. I will run this shell script to shut down the server. Okay. If I will try to access, yeah, this means that our Tomcat server is stopped. Now I will start again. Okay, now server is started. I will go here and I will try to access. Uh, this got error, so I will go here and I will try to check the log if anything is there in the log or not. Okay, I see the latest log. Okay, Okay, as you guys you can see this error. I mean, this is from my application. Okay, here I'm getting error as database dot. I mean, this property file is not found. Okay, and in my application, what I have did, I have uh, read the property file location from the server. I mean, from the server environment variable. So here in this case, this Tomcat server, the Catalina.property file is used to define this property, and in this property I will set the property file location. So here I will go here Catalina.property, and I will go again in the log. I have copied this property, and I have put the equal sign, and here I can see this is my property file. In this property file, what I will do, I will rename this some of the property which will be used to connect the database from the application. I will create, I will put as a create because I have to create all the required table the automatically. Here I will create the database with the same name which I have put in the property file. Uh, for, uh, for, and for now, I have to copy this location in the Catalina.property file. I have saved this property file. Okay, this is done. Now next step is I have to log in again this MySQL. Okay, here I can see here this application is. I mean, I can see the login page. I will check the log again. I can see everything is smooth and everything is running smoothly. Okay. Now next thing is in the database. I will see
Now the issue is resolved. So okay, we can see here we have successfully deployed the Java war application. This is the Java web application, and this have the form.
I will check this database, the HON. I will use the command HON. I will use the command HON, and I will see, I will check whether this table is created or not. Okay. So here I can see this dashboard. I mean, the all tables which is required from my application. So this have created. Okay. So sorry guys, this in current application there is no direct public link to register in the account. So for this purpose, what I will do, I will try to insert some of the data, I mean data in the table. So I will insert in this table. Okay, I have inserted the data in a table, and sorry. Okay, now I can see this data is inserted. Okay, the next thing is I have inserted this in other table also. Okay. Mm, okay, now what I will do, I will try to access this. Oh, okay. Again, it's I mean my application is got terminated. Okay, I will check the log to see what is the issue. Okay.
Here, guys, we can see this is the syntax error. I mean, this is the syntax of h1 dot member. I mean, this is the case issue. Okay. So for this reason, what I will do, uh, the unlike this installation in the mice, I mean in the Windows, because in the here in this case, this is the case sensitive. Okay, the table name is the case sensitive, so it's trying to search the table in the uppercase, and it's not able to find that. Okay, so for this I will do some modification in the configuration file of the MySQL.
I have opened, and I will modify this some of the properties. Okay. Now I will save, and I will restart this MySQL services. Okay. Again, I have got this error. Hmm. Now what I'm getting this issue. I will try to reload application. Okay.
Means that uh, now application is refreshed and I saw this error message.
Oh, okay. Actually, uh, this got deleted because I have put this file. I mean, in a property file, I have put this property auto. I mean, DDL property as create. So what I will do, I will not create again and again after the application startup. So what I will do, I will put as an update, and I will insert because since the data is deleted, so I will try to insert the data again. Hmm? Okay, okay. अच्छा हुआ. Okay. Okay, I have inserted the data again, and I have to insert in other database also. Okay, I will try. Okay.
Now you guys see, I have deployed this application, and overall uh, I have set up this application, I set up the environment, and I have deployed the application. So you guys, I think you guys got to know, unlike of Windows, where for the development purpose we normally uh, we do, and in most of the cases in the Linux, some additional steps also required, like the table case, I mean uppercase and lowercase issue. You cannot see this in Windows, but this we need to set up. And here you guys got to know, I mean, how this I have I mean, I did this from my local machine through FTP tool and SSH tool like Putty and WinSCP. And the first at the start, I set up this Java application, and after that I set up this Tomcat server, and after that I set up this MySQL server, and I altered the default password, and I deployed the application. And uh, as per my coding and as per the coding in the application, whatever issue we debugged, and we see in the log, and we rectified, and we rectified through the I mean the correct step. So here you guys see, you can see this, my application is deployed and this is working fine. And okay, so that's all for this session. Thank you guys for your time, and thank you all.
Thank you, Fazlur Rahman. It was really a wonderful session, and it was very practical session. You have shown everyone how to set up Java, Tomcat, and other application which is required. Sorry, actually, I got disturbed because of some network issue. I believe you are hearing me. So, just before I said that we are very thankful for Fazlur Rahman who has taken this session and set up and shown very practically that how can set up Java, Tomcat, database, and other other software which is required to deploy application on AWS. It is not easy job that you can show in one session all this stuff and practically show you that we have launched one application which is live now. So really it was very amazing, and I could see that many of the people who left in between because it was practical. But I would request to everyone, I'll share the feedback form also to know that what could be the reason and other things. If you go and see this session repeatedly, definitely it will help you end to end. I could not see a single lecture where we someone has covered practically all this stuff. So really, I am very thankful to Fadlur Rahman, and soon session will be available on our MP admin channels. Thank you, Jazakallah Khair. I would advise to Mr. Nazmul Huda Khan to give vote of thanks to our panelists and attendees who was with us since last 1.5 year, half hour. Mr. Nazmul Rahman, please on mic.
Assalamu alaikum all. Once again, the main and the foremost thanks goes to Mr. Fadlur Rahman Saab, who has delivered his session amazingly, alhamdulillah, really. And yeah, it was practical. And the way he has delivered session was really interesting and amazing. So, Fadlur Rahman, I really want to say thanks to you on behalf of all the people from the MP, from the audience, from the panelists. Thanks a lot for your session, for your time. And I want to say thanks to all the panelists who has really worked hard, who made this thing, who organized all these things and tried to make things go as smooth as possible. So thanks to all the panelists. And along the panelists, I want to say thanks to all the audience who brought up time to sit and listen our this session, and they have given a time to understand this thing. I hope inshallah it will be beneficial for you and you guys have taken advantage from it. And as Mr. Jamil said that this video will be there on AMP channels and other medias as well, inshallah. So I request you all, please go once again and see this video, and you can ask your question at any time. Before we wind up this session, I would like to ask you all, if you guys have any questions now, you can ping me or you can ask us. Okay, we are very glad to answer your question, inshallah.